growing my stock portfolio to $1 million. So basically, I'm invested currently in a 2 times Bitcoin ETF and a 2 times Netflix ETF. So in the morning, my position was up 0.48%. In the afternoon, the position was up 0.59%. So we did pretty good today. So first thing I do want to talk about is Netflix. Netflix was up 0.33% today. Basically, looking at at Netflix on the 30-minute time chart. So in the pre-market, it was having trouble breaking out of the 9-day moving average. Finally, as soon as the market opened, Netflix managed to break the 9-day moving average, and we basically saw a little bit of uptrend in the middle of the morning, a little bit in the morning, but then we saw a reversal to the downside and during the middle of the day. But Netflix did manage to sustain itself using the 180 or 200-day moving average as support. We saw a huge reversal to the upside here at 1330. It bounced off the 180 or 200-day moving average, and basically we saw that reversal to the upside. Also here we saw that the 9-day moving average crossed over the 20-day moving average. Usually when that happens, it is a bullish indication that there will be a reversal for pretty much the whole day towards the uptrend. So that was pretty good to see from Netflix. Now looking at Bitcoin, let's see how Bitcoin did in the morning. So so in the pre-market, basically, let's start at 6:30. 6:30, basically Bitcoin managed to break over both the 9 and 20-day moving average. Then from there, it used the 20-day moving average as support here on the 7-minute candle, on the 7:30-minute candle, and basically it used the at the 9:30 candle, it used the 50-day moving average as support. And then basically here at the 10-minute candle, it did manage to regain control of the 50-day moving average as support. Pretty much we saw a bounce from there, and it just rode the 9-day moving average towards the uptrend for pretty much the whole day. And right now, basically, we are stuck under both moving averages, which are the 9 and 20-day moving average. It looks like it's having a little bit of trouble breaking out of the 20-day moving average. It kind of got rejected here on the 20-minute candle and the 20-30-minute candle. So we'll have to see what happens for Bitcoin tomorrow. So the next thing I do want to talk about is an update on the $1,000 paper trading challenge, right? How did we do? So basically, looking at right here. No. Okay, Netflix. So an update on the $1,000 paper trading challenge, right? So today we lost $64 trading Netflix call options. So let's look at Netflix at 11:47. So at 11:47, I got into 11:47. Let's see right here. No, not this one. This candle. So this candle right here on the 12-minute candle on the 30-minute time chart. So as soon as I saw that Netflix landed on the 9-day moving average, I basically waited for a bounce off the 9-day moving average. That didn't happen. So what did happen was at 12:12. So basically at 12:12, right, the position was down 9.41%. So basically I was down $64 on the position, right? And so basically I decided to, get out the position, take my loss, and just don't revenge trade at all. Basically what the strategy is to, number one, get into a position, right? But as soon as you're in a position and you're up 5 or 10%, cool. Take your 5 or 10% win and get out the trade. Just get out. And once you're down on a position, let's say you're down on a position, like this example I'm showing you, right? Once you're down either 5 or 10%, cool. Take the 5 or 10% loss and move on to wait for the next day and wait for an opportunity. I feel like there's always opportunities in the market, so I feel like that isn't really of an issue. I feel like the issue is the mentality it gets to you in a way. So like you're like frustrated because you're like, you know, I shouldn't have taken that loss. You know, that trade should have gone my way. Is I feel like, not always. I feel like when you're trading, you're not always gonna win. You're always gonna take winners and you're always gonna take losses. So I feel like the best strategy to, that exists is basically just like Warren Buffett strategy. Just if you're long term investing, you're cool. You have nothing to worry about. You don't have to look at it, your trade on the 1 minute, 20-minute time chart and all that stuff, right? So I feel like, long term investing is the best strategy out there. I feel like day trading is like you can make money from it if you're consistent with it and if you have your like certain game plan of what you're doing. Cool, you know what you're doing. But I feel like the people who get into it, they think they can make money in a way like quick, but it's not that easy. I feel like once you like take a lot once you take a bunch of losses, you'll finally start to realize and be like, oh, okay, I think I get it now. And I feel like that's a good thing in a way, because once you start taking a bunch of losses, you'll start to realize like, okay, I got to work on my strategy because I feel like my strategy isn't the best. That way you can go back and look back and be like, okay, I think I needed to tweak this, specific strategy here and here and here, right? So for me, I'm trying to keep it simple. Basically, step one, get into a position. Once it's up either 5 or 10%, cool, get out the trade. Once you're down 5 or 10%, cool, get out the trade. And the second step to the strategy is to basically do not revenge trade. Revenge trade, it's hard because you're like, it should have gone my way. But is that if you revenge trade, you're just going to put more mental stress on your head. And if you lose again, you're going to try to revenge trade again. So it's not worth it. It's not worth revenge trading. It's best just to, okay, cool, relax that day, take a breather, try to, see like, what happened? What did I do wrong? And once you, see that, okay, you saw what your mistake was, okay, cool. Now go into the next day with a better mindset and try to execute that day a little bit more better than that previous day. So I feel like, day trading, it's not easy. So I try to keep it simple. Once you're up 5 or 10%, cool, get out the trade. Once you're down 5 or 10%, okay, get out the trade. Don't revenge trade. That's it. So I'll keep you guys updated with this $1,000 paper trading challenge. We did take our $64 loss. We took our, 9.41% loss. So I'll keep you guys updated. And if you guys sign up with my Webull link located in the description below, you can get up to 10 free fractional shares. Link will be in the description below. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.